make a lighter version too, because we need these for doing the test. I think we're going to do these against the new product, that Inferno Black Nova. We're definitely going to do it against the new one. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to put something on my screen real quick. Now, the reason why, like I said, first things first, let me introduce who I am. If you don't know me already, I'm Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We specialize in ambient light rejection technology and dark technology. Boom, as you can see how dark my screen is. Anyway, so as before, particular individual, I think he's upset due to the fact that our campaign is about how gray screens can't pull contrast and can't pull color. And they can't. I'm sorry, but they can't. No matter how much he wants to convince you that this is possible, that they can do this, it's not possible. They can't do it. I'm sorry. Hiding and doing contrast demonstrations in the dark doesn't cut it. You have to do contrast demonstrations in fully lit environments. And I've explained this many times before, why you have to do them in fully lit environments. Now, he's offended because he feels that telling people that gray screens can't pull black contrast levels next to black screens, they can't. They can't. If you feel that we're wrong in this, that we're basically misleading people on what we're saying, then all you got to do is just do the demonstration. That's all you got to do. Just simply do the demonstration. Tropical fish. Relaxing. That's all you have to do. Basically, just go in and take your product, take a black sheet of paper, stick it up against your screen, and basically display a star field demonstration and blend into that black sheet of paper. We do it all the time with white screens. We show white screens laying up against our products, and we show that our screens produce a bright enough image where the screen doesn't become so dark that you can't see it. So the problem you have here is that you're not backing your product. Doing a demonstration on, you never did a white screen versus the white levels on the UV mix. I have yet to see that demonstration. Never did it. Because the UV mix pulls up no white levels. The problem is the UV mix comes up too dark and you can't see the screen. Now, you see my technology right here activating? All the lights on, when the lights on, basically when the light come in, see how bright that image looks? I can pull that up no problem in the afternoon with sunlight pushing through, and I can pull an image up on my screen with no problem. You can't do that on a gray screen because your image would wash out. I got to turn my air conditioner on, it's kind of hot in here. But that's something that you can't do. Your screen sits tucked away in a dark area. Your environment's dark. My environment's not dark. I'm in a well-lit area. So my screen's going to be able to fire up automatically. Yours can't do that. All right then. Now, getting back to showing you, we got to make another product. So these are going to be our mixes. These are going to be our screen paint mixes that we are going to be using to test gray screens versus our technology. Outer space screensavers. The demonstration with the sun coming up, let me show you real quick, the contrast demonstration. Like I said, I can come in here, well-lit environment. I can watch any kind of outer space demonstration. These screens produce insanely contrast levels. Now, this is going to produce a 100% contrast because it's gunmetal, but contrast levels are going to be very, very heavy. Much, much better than a light gray screen paint mix that doesn't have the capability to pull contrast or color whatsoever, as you can see right there. See, I can do this demonstration very easy. Your gray screens don't pull up. They can't do this. Not with this kind of light in the environment. They don't have that capability. Star screensaver. As I said, you should be backing your product by basically doing demonstrations like I'm doing here. Now, if your product, as you said, your light gray screen paints, your mixes are equal to gunmetal technology, are equal to any of our dark technology, even the Inferno, then you would have no problem putting a Starfield demonstration in a fully lit environment. But you can't do that. That's the problem. Gray screen paints don't have that capability. That's why they're considered to be the mid-level screens. All right, so we're going to start over here and show you. We got to make some of our own mixes. This is the first one I made right here for myself. This is a little bit more black than white. This is how we got this color right here. We got to make a lighter version of it. So we're just going to start off. We got some black paint, white paint, that's it. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to put all these together tomorrow. I think we're going to do it against the Black Nova. I'm going to show you how none of these, even the ones we make, against his special ability paint that he says pulls up a contrast level equal to a Black Nova and color equal to a Black Nova. I'm going to show you how these products we're going to make our own mixes are going to basically not only be able to react the same way his product's going to react when it comes to contrast levels next to a black screen, but also color. So this is the first one we got. Now we're going to make a lighter version. So lighter versions are easy. As I said before, go back and check my old channel under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. You will see me there a long time ago in a little room making these same products, black and white paints and stuff like that. So that's how I know how to make all this stuff. It's not rocket science, it's not. And that's why I said there's nothing different between this product. He doesn't do demonstrations in fully lit environments. I mean, if you want, you can go check our demonstrations and try to match them to his. None of them match up. I have a demonstration right now showing when you come into my page, right now on YouTube, you can watch me paint a screen and outside. He doesn't have those demonstrations. Showing a Starfield outside, no demonstrations. Go to our website, you get the display of a 180-inch screen displaying Star Wars. 6:57 in the afternoon watching Star Wars. He doesn't have any demonstrations like that. No. He has nothing like that. You know why? Because his product can only go but so far. He can't do that. And even when he thought he really had a good demonstration with the customer displaying on the plexiglass, that was really bad. Mind you, we did that 180 inches, 21 feet back. Okay, so none of our demonstrations match. So it's a difference between this and that. My neighbors right now are having a nice little barbecue out there. I don't want to disrupt them. But like I said, my screen sits out there. I can watch movies. I've done it already. Batman, whatever I want, I can watch it out there because our screens pull up. Right now, I'm displaying a Starfield demonstration on the gunmetal. But if you feel, like I said, if you feel that we wronged you in any of these demonstrations, then back up your product. Go take a black sheet of paper, put it in the middle of your screen, and show a Starfield demonstration and blend into that Starfield demonstration because these are claims that you're making that are not real. Let's get some more of this white paint because this has to be more white than black. And I need enough of it right there. You're making these claims. I don't make claims that my dark screens can basically pull white levels next as high as a white screen. Impossible. The only thing I prove is the fact that our screens don't come up so dark that you can't see them when you got a 0.9 white gain screen leaning against it. Not a gray, Jamie, understand. Not a gray. A white elite 0.9 gain lays against our black screens. Even the Inferno, and it can't turn that screen dark as you show in your video demonstrations. But your product is supposed to be the same as ours, as you said. Now we're just going to put a little bit in it. The combinations to this is so easy, it's not funny. If you want to make it like a dark gray, keep in mind it's going to come out ugly, but I'm just going to show you. If you want to make a dark gray, these are the bases. The bases are white and the bases are black. It depends on how you reverse them. Very easy. If you want the product to come out darker, you start with the base being black first, and then you add in the white. If you want the screen to be lighter, then you add the base starting with white, and then you add the black in. Black is the toner for this. When you reverse it to the black being the base, this becomes the toner. Very easy to do. Now, if they want to make it really dark gray, like the UB, what they'll do is they'll basically take gray primer and they'll put in a little black with that. Easy way to control the tone. Now, I told you from the door, I've been designing this stuff for years. I've been in this business for over 12 years. I know what I'm talking about. I can tell you right from now, the Cinemax is lazy gray. Just by looking, I can tell you what color that paint is. It's a lazy gray. Go to Sherman-Williams, go pick yourself up a gallon of Lazy Gray, and I guarantee it's the same thing. All right. Because you know why? They all react the same way. They can't produce color. They can't produce contrast. If the screens are too dark, the white levels are not even there. Like in a UV mixer, we did that against the white screen. The white levels were so freaking dark that the screen came up as a black spot in the middle of the screen. So there you go, because it can't produce white levels. We did those tests already. Let me get something to stir this up with, because I don't want to cross-contaminate this. We already have one over here. And I'll show you different blends we get out of this. Go use my wooden spoon. I have no idea why I bought a wooden spoon. And this is all it is, people. This is what it is. Now, I told you, when we made it back in the day, we put in some silver into it. We put in Martha Stewart. Home Depot doesn't sell Martha Stewart anymore because they lost their contract with them. So now they have PPJ. That's what they have now. Now, you see that color of that right there? That's what it is. I guarantee you, if I put it in if you put this in a dark environment with a good high-end projector, this is going to look amazing. It is. But if you turn those lights on and you try to show a contrast demonstrations, any kind of proper color, your colors are going to wash out. Even next to any of the darker gray sample sheets we have in here, this is not going to hold up at all, period. Will you be to do this? Like this? No, that's not going to happen. Not in your wildest dreams, you'll never be able to pull this up. See, the difference between my product and Jamie's product is the fact that my screens have been tested on 18 certified screens. On color levels, not just pretty colors flashing across the screen. Color levels, like straight solid blues, greens, reds, yellows. Contrast levels, white levels. We've been tested on using projectors of 1,000 lumens at 22 feet back. Each one of these screen paints, in order to earn their labels, had to do 1,000 lumens at 600 by 800, 720p at 13 feet back in order to get that label, in order to be able to be sold on our website. And you've seen those demonstrations. You can just go to my anything in the archives and check it out and see it right there for yourself. So we have stuff back in our products. So have you seen any demonstrations with any one of his screen paints doing 1,000 lumens at 13 feet back? Does he put his screens through those kind of tests? No, he don't. Does he test his screens against multiple sample sheets? No, he doesn't. He'll pick out whatever sample sheets that are closest to whatever screen paint product that he has, because it won't give him too much of a fight. And he'll do that demonstration in a poorly lit environment. He's not going to show you any contrast. He's going to stick to colors that he knows is going to work well with the screen. Now, it's interesting how I can take the Black Nova and I can lay that against my screen, and I can put several white sheets of paper. I can put a 0.9 Elite screen against it, and I can show you colors, everything, without any worries whatsoever. But he can't show you that. So we're going to see if the mixes we made, like my screen, 148-inch, $59 projector. We're going to see if the products, these are our mixes that we made, that, remind you, we've done this 8 years ago, except for there was more stuff added into it than this. This is just a basic. We're not even using, people say, well, did you make this? No, we didn't make this. We had more stuff added into it. We're just using the basic. This is called the base of the product. That's it. Then the silver or glitter or whatever stuff you add into it, that makes it whatever. But this is the base of it all. This is what it is. So we're going to make, that's one color we have right there. I think I'm going to make another one too. Interesting, isn't it? Personal mix. Metallica mix. This was downstairs, no measurement. And I notice I didn't measure anything, right? I don't have to measure anything. I've been making this stuff for years. can make this stuff with my eyes closed. All right, we're gonna rinse this spoon off. This is one of ours. Now these are gonna be our mixes. These are our mixes right here. And we're gonna show you that our mixes right next to his mixes are gonna react the same way. Oh, we're not done yet. We're gonna make another one. So this one right here we have already done. I gotta get a cap for that one, a lid for that one. I don't mind. Let me tell you something. When he does those demonstrations where he's claiming our product to be too dark, all that nonsense, we don't pay him any mind on that. And we've already explained to him already, you know, involving the documents he got from the attorney. He's going to be getting the documents very soon. We hope you ignore it. Please do. But you want to do a side-by-side. I have no problem with you doing a side-by-side, but once you get that document, there's going to be some rules in there that, and like I said, you break them, and next we go to court and I see you. That's all to it. It's just to warn you what's going to happen to you. That's all. But she hasn't gotten the paperwork yet because we still have the draft. I still have the draft I haven't approved it yet. So I still have the draft. I have to read over. I got it yesterday. I got it on when we got it. We got it Friday. So I got it on Friday. I haven't had a chance to read through. There's a few things in there that I saw that I wanted change. And also too, YouTube will we're going to contact YouTube because you did use their platform to do this stuff. So YouTube is going to get some literature from our lawyers too on us wanting to sue them due to the fact that we need you removed off of YouTube altogether. So, you know, all that's going to come to light. But anyway, this is just basically not making your product. Keep in mind, you have no, and stop sending me emails of fake lawyers. First of all, lawyers are not going to basically go through my company's submission messaging. They're not going to contact through our text through our company's messaging. They're going to contact me with basically an email. That's how they're going to contact me. So stop doing that. All right, you're making yourself look like an idiot. All right, so these are our mixes. This is, mind you, check out my company, the Digital and Crystal Screen Paint. We made these products 8 years ago. As I said before, Crow's making our stuff because we made the stuff already. This is how I know how it's made. Now, the different thing about it is we didn't add anything special to this. It's just a base formula. It's all it is. Once you add in a little silver or glitter or however way you want to put it in there, that's what it is. Why do you think he removed the video of him showing you how to make the product? What do you think he removed it for? Because that's how all his products are made. This one we're going to make a little different. How do we make this one? Hold on for a minute. I'm going to make sure I get the tones a little different on that one. And then we have this one right here. We're going to mix a little bit more. Should we make this lighter? I'm going to make this one really light. I'm going to make this one really, really light. I make it very, 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 very light. We're going to make it very light. I don't know why I'm making so much. We only need enough to basically, we're going to make this one a little bit lighter. So we're just going to add in just a little tad. We don't want too much, just a drop. That's all we want. We're going to make this one a little bit lighter than the rest of them. Here we are, cooking with Ken. Today we are learning how to make different forms of, it's all going to react the same way, people. Now, the lighter it is, the white levels go up, but the contrast levels drop. See how that works? Tomorrow we're going to be testing these out on the Inferno. Yes, the Inferno. Oh, I can't wait till he tries to make the Inferno. That screen has an odd color to it. Let's see what he comes up with. I hope he does make the Inferno. Hope he does do a paint-on demonstration of the Inferno. That is going to be so embarrassing. That's why we didn't do a paint-on demonstration of Inferno. It has a weird color to it. But we're not going to tell you what it is. It is black. If you look at it, it's black. We'll see if he basically can make the Inferno. All right. So what do we have here? Does it look the same? Does that look like the same to you? Good gracious. Don't tell me that we can just drop stuff and you just make the same thing. I think we have to put a little bit more white paint in there. That's a little too freaking, I want it that freaking dark. I want it to be a little bit lighter. Now, like I said, the problem we have is you never backed anything up. Now, if someone's going to come in and tell me that my screen's so dark that you can't see it, I'm going to come back it up. I'm at the white sheets of paper, high-grade certified white screens against my screen. That's what I'm going to do to back up my product. Yeah, no problem. I can back it up. But I've never seen him do a demonstration against that UV mix versus the on a white screen showing white levels. He's never did that. Now, if someone told me that my product can't pull white level, wouldn't you want to go in and back that up? He never did that. He never did the demonstration on the Starfield demonstration. He said it's far away from that. But yet he claims this stuff can pull an image close, actually better, or actually equal to our black screens. And if that's the case, then how come you're not showing the demonstration off? You're just talking, and that's not enough. Now, I like how this is coming up. This is much lighter. This is a much lighter. That's a much lighter, isn't it? That's much lighter than that one right there. They're not off by much. I'm going to tell you something. If you look at his products when he has them all lined up together, they're not, they all match. They're off by a little bit of tone. That's it. Now, keep in mind, these are our mixes. This is just the base of a Digital One crystal screen paint. Base of it all. And different on how much paint you put in, you tone it. You want it darker, there you go. You tone it. Get this out and make this messed up real quick. So this right here, there we go. That's one tone right there. And that's another tone right there. That looks like your Cinemax. Yes, it does. It looks exactly like your Cinemax. Now, the reason why, he can sit there and say, oh, these are not my products, these are not my products. You have to understand, you have no tests behind your products. See, we have tests behind our products. So if anyone's going to claim that they've made our products, they would have to pass every single test under our products to be able to say, hey, we made your product exactly. Means you're going to have to do every single test live. And you would have to pass every single test. You can't do that because you don't test your own products. And your own products can't even pass the test that our screens have to go under. So, yeah. So we don't have to do any tests at all. Proving that it's yours, we just have to just mix the colors. All right, so this is going to be for tomorrow. We're going to be testing this side by side to his mixes. There are mixes. I call my product a formula. These are mixes, so we call them mixes, not even a formula. This one's done. Put this down so it doesn't move. This is our first one. Oh, we don't need to mark them. We know what they are. Gotta get some on the right side of this. I should have never poured this out. Oh, I think I poured some of this into another container too, because I'm going to be to see that one too. Made plenty of that right there. Any more containers for that? The mix. The mix. 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 This stuff is old, man. This paint right here is old. It's old. It's old stuff, man. Make it mix. See, when we made the 3.0, the 3.0 beat your product. It did. If you want me, I can put all the links at the bottom for the 3.0. It beat your product. It pulled the Starfield demonstration. Not as perfect though, black screen, never going to happen. But it pulled a contrast. It was able to pull contrast, see contrast. We did that in a fully lit environment. That gray screen paint was tested in an environment that was way brighter than your environment. Yeah, there's a difference. So all the tests that you watch the 3.0 go under, 3.0 go under, your products haven't even begun to do any of those tests at all. And that's a great screen paint. I got it downstairs painted on a 92-inch screen. If you want, I can bring it upstairs and put your product and show you a rewind of it all over again. If you want to go down that road. All right, let me say something real quick. I need something to wipe this side of this. But the problem that we have here is the fact that you got to stop lying to your customers. Stop telling them that your product can produce contrast levels equal to black screens. And they go and buy your product, get it home, and find out it doesn't. Can't pull contrast. I don't know what in the world that customer was supposed to see, but hey, to that customer out there who had that screen sitting on top of the roof, your screen looks bad. It looks really bad. It's not supposed to look that way. Sorry, but it's not. I don't know what you think you're seeing, but you're not seeing what you think you're seeing. All right, so we already made 3 of them right there. Yeah, we're done. We ain't got no more white paint left. So we made 3 of them right there. We got 3, actually we got 4. We made 4 of them. So these are, oh, we made a lot of this. We made a lot of that. I made about a gallon, almost half a gallon of that right there. Now let's see if my mixes that I made here will have, and just see if there's a difference between your product, because you're going around telling people that your product pulls up a contrast level equal to a black screen. You're telling them that pulls color equal to a black screen. This is what you're telling people, okay? Doing these demonstrations in the dark, trying to prove that your product is something that's not. Keep in mind, when you do demonstrations in the dark like that, your customers are not going to be in the same environment that you're going to be in when you're doing that demonstration. That's why it has to be done in a fully lit environment. Your bar is way too low. So let's see if my mix is here. Well, here. My mix is here. Tomorrow are going to be able to do the exact same thing your mixes are going to do. Let's see if your mixes do anything different. And we're going to put all that next to, should we do the Nova? Yeah, we're going to do the Nova. We're going to do the Nova, and then we'll do the Inferno. Because the Inferno, I got to get ready to get the test for that so we can get that thing out the door. As for this stuff right here, this stuff is horrible. And I'll tell you why. The white levels on it are extremely bad. It doesn't put white levels properly. You have not done a demonstration yet of showing a white screen, of showing your product laying against the white screen, and showing snow levels, white levels, which you have not done, which we did over here already, and the image didn't come up so well. To be fair, on the black screen next to it, I took a 0.9 white screen with a white 0.9 gain white elite screen and put it against my screen, took the projector and moved it back and forth to show the difference between our screens pulling a white level and yours. Yours did extremely badly. So as I said before, if I'm wrong on that demonstration, feel free to just go in right now, put up a white screen, take your UV mix, stick it in the middle of that screen, and show white levels to show that your white levels do not turn dark, does not turn the screen, have a black spot using this product, okay? And as for your gray screen paints, as you claim, they can pull up images just as dark as the screen we have in the next room. I don't know where you get these ideas from. Just do that demonstration. I'll do it for you just to show you what happens. See the Starfield demonstration on the gunmetal? See your product right here? Let's see if you can pull up the same image. You can't. So where are you getting these ideas from that you can pull up an image just as equal to a gunmetal? What do you think about that one for a minute? Well, can I tell you? I can. Yeah, you gotta stop doing that. I mean, I don't know where you get this from. I don't know where in the world you get this from. Oh, I gotta tape you up. You're good. That's a gunmetal, 126 inch. My projector sits 18 feet away from my screen. It doesn't sit right up on top of the screen. Not even my ultra short though sits right up on top of my screen. Your short though kisses your screen, so your distance though isn't that far. Mine's at 18 feet. This is a $150 projector surrounded in windows. My screen's bigger than your screen. My screen's 126 inches. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Color red. I gotta look that up one day. Color red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Where are you picking up? You're not even picking up my color. See how your color washes out and fades in a fully lit room? It's not a fully lit room, but actually just everyday light coming through. So your color washes out. So this is why you're telling customers to calibrate. Because you can't see color. Your screen can't see color literally at all. I forgot. I gotta move your sample sheet up. My screen is big. Big screen. Keep forgetting about that. It's 126 sitting in the window. Like I told you, got that big driveway out in the back of your house. How about you go paint yourself a 150-inch screen with your screen paint. Go outside around 6 o'clock, 57, as I did in the demonstration shown on my website, and do Star Wars for everybody, live. And let's see what happens. Let's see if your screen can pull up that image. You don't do that. You can't even match my demonstration on my website. Make sure I ain't got no white paint on me because I don't want to basically mess my screen up. I'm gonna let this play through. My gunmetal. I don't want to mess up my gunmetal. Is that wet? Yeah, it's wet. Yeah, I don't want nothing mess up my gunmetal. Oh, you got it. It's over here. I don't know what you'd be telling people. I don't know. That's my parked in my driveway. There better be food. All right. Food. I swear some people should not have the ability to be able to drive. We'll try that one again. Some people should not have the ability to be able to drive. I already had somebody parked right dead in my freaking driveway. Not in my driveway, but outside on my driveway. And I had to go out there and explain to the person, like, why the car is not supposed to be there. Isn't that in your driver's test? And then he says, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. You clearly should not be driving. If you didn't know that was a thing. Really? Some people really should not have licenses. They shouldn't have them. Let's see. I keep forgetting when I do this, I gotta double tape this. See, this is why when I do demonstrations on my black screens, we show your product We show the white screens. We show the white pieces of paper. Show everything. We don't hide nothing from our customers. Show you everything. And if you don't believe me, well, go take a look through my archives and check out all my video demonstrations when you get back with me. But in your demonstrations, you're constantly doing demonstrations in the dark. I can swap projectors out right in the middle of a demonstration. Matter of fact, I did it on the contrast demonstration. We swapped out 2 projectors back and forth. You don't do that at all, period. That's the one I ordered about twice. And you do these dark, try to do these contrast demonstrations in these dark environments. And you try to say, hey, look how well my contrast levels come up. You're in the dark, buddy. You're supposed to be in a fully lit environment. Because I guarantee you, customers that are going to purchase that screen is not going to be in the same environment that you're going to be in. Contrast always fades faster in a fully lit environment. Always. Let's go over here. And I'll show you the white levels. As in some people got to understand, he doesn't understand this. Every time I show demonstrations, whether it be certified or mixes, what's the first thing I show? The white levels, always. Because white levels allow me to see exactly how white the levels are on certain screens. And if your levels are too high, that means you can't see contrast and you can't see color. That's the first thing it tells me. So if I go over to the color red screen,
Getting that from YouTube.
what happens? You don't pick up red. You know why? Because when I display white levels, it tells me something. It tells me if the screen is pulling to high of a white level. That's why no one can ever accuse me by saying that he never shows off his white levels. I do. It's the first thing I display. I need to, because that's information given to me that that screen is producing too high of a white level. Look at that. I have window light coming in right there along my screen. Look at that. Still maintains this red level. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. This is a 126-inch screen, people. This is an elite edgeless. You notice there's no border around. These are edgeless screens. These things are $480 just for a 126-inch. And this is a white screen. It was coded to their technology. A white screen that costs $480 because it's a new edgeless screen. Can you imagine if I had painted that screen with his product? This is what I would be picking up. This is why I would have to, he'll be explaining to me on the phone that I may have to calibrate my projector in order to get the colors right. But yet, on the projector I have behind me, I'm not having that problem on my screen, so I don't have to do any calibrating. Interesting. Let's move on. So let's go over here. We did red. What about a little blue? See? Doesn't even show up. This is why his environment doesn't look the same as mine. You know why? Because my screen can take in all this light. His screen can't. That's why it has to sit in a dark little corner where there's no light hitting the screen. Now, Jamie, pay attention. See where my projector sits? My projector sits approximately 18 feet away from my screen. And I can sit back here and I can turn on all my lights and I can walk around and I can watch Tron here or there or Starfield there and there, back and forth. Doesn't make a difference. We've done this too many times to count. I told you he has I think he has something wrong with his head where bottom line he forgets stuff and then he remembers it. That screen does not want to be there. Let's see if we can get this back. I hope everybody's having a fantastic 4th of July where you're at. You're having a good time. Sorry to interrupt your day with this. Yeah. I'm doing some gaming in a few minutes. I'm jumping online with a few friends. We're going to do some of the Battlefield, getting ready for the Battlefield 2042. That's going to be insane. Oh, you know what I'm going to be gaming on. Gamer Paint, baby. Gamer Paint on that screen. I can't wait. Oh, that's going to be some battles right there, I tell you. Can't wait. I saw the trailer for that. Oh, my goodness. You could jump from plane to plane. Are you freaking kidding me? You got tornadoes going off in it? Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun. I've already got my crew already set up to go. Oh, it is going to be glorious. I'm going to be doing it on a 135-inch gamer paint upstairs. Let's go over to some contrast demonstrations. I don't ain't anybody going to be climbing that hill, boy. You have to be out of your mind to be climbing that hill. Did you not say that your screen paint was equal? Your screen paint's not even equal to mine. This is gunmetal. It's a dark gray screen, not the black, and you still can't equal that screen. Reds wash out. No contrast levels. And I bet you my mixes, I'm gonna call it my mixes. That's what I'm gonna call it, my mixes. I like how that plays on word, my mixes. Or they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna wash out on that technology. They're not gonna produce contrast and they're not gonna produce color. Guarantee you. And I guarantee your products side by side to my mixes are gonna react the same way. No difference. You're not even gonna show an improvement. You're gonna look exactly like the product I got in those containers over there. So that's what we're gonna call them, my mixes. Ain't nothing special about them. My mixes is just basically mixtures of gray and black paint. That's why he deleted the video. Told you why he deleted the video, he got rid of it. Came too close to his product. Had to go. The only thing those mixes can do is they can produce a bit of a higher white level. That's it, because it's a lighter gray screen versus a darker screen. That's it. But because of that really high intense white level in there, that's what messes it up for them for color and contrast. Now the problem you have is, and this is the problem, you think we have the same product. This is the problem that you have. If you add too much black into it, then it becomes a UV mix and doesn't produce a high enough white level. See where your colors washed out on the bird right there? So if you put too much black into it, for those of you who are thinking that, what if I add more black into it? I'll tell you what happened. You end up with the UV mix, where your white levels drop so badly that it comes up too dark. Your colors come up dark, but you're able to maintain contrast levels. Now, if you make it too, if you add more white levels into it, then your contrast level starts to drop. That means your colors start to fade. So back and forth, you got to figure out where it clicks in that special area. It's like trying to crack a safe with your ear. You got to figure out where that perfect sound is going to click. So it all comes to life for you. But that's not it at all, period. That's just the first part. Then you have to figure out the multiple combinations of whatever chemicals that may be dropped into it to heighten whatever you just did. And then once that's done, and you got that somewhat figured out, then you're going to have to test it against different forms of projectors, and you have to get in certified screens, and then you have to test it outside, and it's going to have to be to produce an extremely well picture. And at any given time, that could fail. That's why I like doing the live demonstrations, because live demonstrations are fun, because at any given time, something could go wrong, and I could fail. No, not going to happen. I've been doing it for too long. That's why he doesn't do live demonstrations. He doesn't do live demonstration tests at all, period. All right, so tomorrow we're going to be testing out my mixes. That's my name, my mixes, my mixes. I like that, my mixes. Watch. Now this is going to get stuck in my head now. I know it. I'm going to be on freaking, whatchamacallit, on freaking, Call of Duty tonight talking about my mixes. And then I do that all the time. I actually incorporate crap from my everyday life into my gaming sometimes. And I'll be practicing like, my mixes. I'm like, what the freak is he talking about now? What has you got stuck in your head now, bird? Oh, I'll explain to you. All right, let's go to some, we got a good contrast demonstration. Because he said his product can produce the same contrast demonstration as it's a gunmetal, right? Let's see if you can do that. It's getting kind of dark in here, ain't it? Put our lights on. Something you don't do in your demonstration. See how it's getting dark in here and I turn my lights on because it's too dark in here? Something you don't really say in your demonstration. As a matter of fact, let's put some more lights on in here. Shall we? Yeah, let's brighten it up a little bit in here. It's a little too dark in here for me. Something you can't do. All right, let's go over to, got a start screensaver. We know you're not going to pull that up. That's not going to work. Let's go over here. Let's clear this out. Let's bring this over here. I love Keystone. I'm telling you, man. They wish they did more demo sites like this. And there's no commercials. Nothing's popping up. It's all like that. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Wonder what you guys are having for which one? I ordered a cheesesteak. That was it. Ordered me a cheesesteak. Watched some Third Rock from the Sun. That was it. I got invited to go over with family and friends like that, but I don't have my shots yet. And on pretty soon, I go see my specialist, my doctor for my lungs and all. They gave me the go ahead if I can get my shots. I want my shots. You know why? Because that Delta variant. Oh, yeah, that thing's a freaking nightmare on its own. Don't want to bump into that freaking thing. So keep in mind, yeah, I'm going to get my shots. I'm just waiting to see exactly what they're going to say about my lung condition. And then if I get the go ahead, yeah, I'm getting shots. Because I don't want to bump into that. I tell people this, no one listens to me, and I tell them that, look, man, I'm not to freak you guys out or anything, but you have to be smart here. It's a virus. Viruses have strands. Strands involved into bigger brothers and bigger sisters. That's what they do. All right? So be safe out there. Be safe. I'm not trying to say take away your freedom. Just be safe. I'm incorporated into basically when I start switching out my weapons, check out my mix of weapons, my mix. Start taking people out. I cannot wait for that game to come out, man. They got a couple cool games I can't wait right now. And I'm just thinking like, man, it is going to be crazy this freaking winter. I mean, you got Back for Blood. That's the new Left 4 Dead coming out. You got freaking, what's the other one coming out? Oh, man, they're going to make another World War Z, The Aftermath. Oh, it's going to be insane. I love that game so much. They're going to make another part 2 of that. Oh, I can't wait for that. They're going to come out with, what's another one they're going to come out with? Oh, the Far Cry 6? Oh, you know, if you're going to be online and you play that game, let me know. I'm coming for you. That is my game. I've been playing Far Cry 6 since when they first started, had it on PC. Let me know where you're going to be at. I'll come for you. Got a lot of hatred for me? Bring it. Oh, yeah. That's the one thing I love about this. Yeah, bring it. I'll dog you out. Of course, I'm going to be on PC keyboard and mouse, so I'm going to be a lot more accurate with my shots. Yeah. It should make it for VR. That would be really sweet. All right, let's get over to so much of the Cosmos. Let's do the Cosmos, too. Man. Yeah, bring it, please. They should have. I think they're going to have a multiplayer with that, man. A multiplayer with that would be sweet. You see that backpack with the rockets on the back of it? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely using that as much as I can. Sure, your colors are not coming up? They're not coming up, man, at all, period. It's faded. Look at that. Look how bad that looks. You want me to get close up on the screen? That's how bad it looks. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt of standing back here. You get close on it, it's pretty bad. All right, let me check the lights out for you. I'll take the lights out for you, make it a little easier for you, okay? So now we're gonna take the lights out. Because I'll have people complain, well, it's not fair because, you know, you got all that window light pushing through, and then on top of that, you got the overhead lights, so you're washing the screen out. Well, you're the one complaining about it, not me. So we just put this one on. Oh, by the way, projector behind me has a 22,000 to 1 contrast. Forgot to add that in there. But that's what it has, 22,000 to 1 contrast at 18 feet back. Let's go back to this one real quick because I'm about to go get out of here. I gotta go play some games right now. Oh, that didn't last long. Well, she did a lot better than usual. Usually it don't last so long against the screen. I got my AC on too. See, that's how your contrast levels, people, are supposed to show up on your screen. That's how it's supposed to look. You shouldn't be darkening out your curtains or none of that nonsense, and you shouldn't be doing any of that at all, period. You know, before I came in and did this video, because like I said, at the end of the day, you know, if you tell people the truth about its product and stop lying about saying how your product basically matches our product and you're doing the same thing we're doing, that's the only reason why I come down on you like that. Other than that, if you were in your own little bubble and you were telling the truth, saying your products basically, you know, do what they normally do, you know, as any great screen paint product should do, and their categories, then that's your thing. That's none of my business. But you want to say that your product is doing the same thing as our dark technology. No stuff can't even pull a proper white level. I got black screens that can pull white levels better than that stuff. That stuff is pure mud. It is. It's mud and tar. That's what it is. Oh, he's coming off. There we go. So, you know, you're not being honest with people. You're not being too honest with people. Telling a whole lot of lies. That's what you're doing. Starfield screensaver.
I have a few skills that
If you feel that your product does the same thing our product does, as I said before, you back it up. You go and get yourself a black sheet of paper. You stick it in that dark corner. You call it, whatever, I don't know what you call it. I don't know what that corner is called. You need to lighten it up in there a little bit. All you gotta do, take a black sheet of paper, stick it in the middle of that screen, and you come close to matching that black sheet of paper. That's what you do. Because we do it with white screen or black paper. That's what you do. Because we do it with white screen or black screens all the time when it comes to white screens and white levels. So for anybody, I love when people sit there and go, well, show me the video. Man, I'll show you enough videos to show it. It'll shut down your email. That's how many videos I do. You ever seen the videos, the links I put at the bottom of videos? Like 10, 20 of them bad boys sitting in there. If you got the time, grab yourself a cup of coffee and go through them. Because I drop links in there. Let's go grab our Starfield real quick and just do the Starfield demonstration. It's one of the hardest demonstrations to do. I mean, when I was developing, we had two gray screen paints. We had the black silver, we had the ultralight gray, and we had the 3.0. Every last one of the screens were displaying a contrast demonstration, and they displayed the Starfield in a fully lit environment. You have yet to do that demonstration.
we have to.
I'm at 18% on my battery. So gunmetals can produce contrast levels. You're painting your product, it's the same as the gunmetal. Okay, do the Starfield. That's all you gotta do. All the tape I gotta waste to put the screen up here. Next time I gotta do your sample sheet so much lighter sheet. Some things are too heavy, way too heavy. That's what you gotta do. Back it up. That's all you gotta do. Now, tomorrow, people, as we look at the star field demonstration, maybe we need some lights on here because it is a bit dark in here, don't you think? Now you see why the screen says tucked away in the dark. That's why. Don't talk about our products. Don't talk about what our products can do. You can have my permission to fall off the screen now, because that's where it's going. Don't talk about our products. Don't talk about what our products can't do and this and the other. What you need to do is you need to shoot a YouTube video back in your product. Show me a starfield demonstration next to a black sheet of paper. Show me that you can match that black sheet of paper. Because you just sat there and said that you could pull a contrast level equal to a black screen. That's something I would have never made that statement right there if I had a great screen paint. I would have never made that statement. That's stupid. That's just as dumb as me coming on here and saying, hey, guess what? See this gunmetal screen? It can produce a white level equal to a white screen. That is stupid. That is real stupid. You know? There was a company out there. Oh yeah, I forgot the acoustic screen 3.0. There's no way around matching that thing. It's a white screen. It's virtually impossible. Can't be done. And it's not lying to people. You lie too much. Got that delusion of grandeur all wrapped up in your mind, man. See this right here, Crow? See right there? This is what I test my screens on. Do you know this screen hits every last screen in the house? It's been tested on every screen in the house, all 18. I noticed that when you get certified sample sheets in, you'll test them against only one screen. You don't test them against all your mixes. You don't do that. You know why? Because you're afraid that that screen may outperform some of the products you have. So you'll stick to screens that you know have a better chance of not giving you too much of a problem. And that's why when people watch your demonstrations, they don't see any color patterns. They hardly see any form of contrast demonstrations unless you're sitting in the dark. That's the only time they see them. Your product can't even pass their test. That's why you can't get contracts. You can't get contracts because there's no way in the world. I've been through a contract test before. They're brutal. But I can laugh at it. You know why? Because my projectors are crap when their projectors are professional projectors. So who cares? Because at the end of the day, I mean, I have a 600 by 800 720p res projector that can pull a beautiful image on my screen, and they're using 4K and 8K projectors. That's a cakewalk for our technology. The environments that they use, are you kidding me? You're going to take me to a warehouse with a bunch of lights? My projectors plus screens pull images outside at 13 feet on 1,000 lumens. Bring it. Easy for me to pass those tests, but you? No, you couldn't pass any of those tests. I've seen what your screen paint looks like outside. On a short though. Is it short though? Was that a short though projector? Or ultra short though? Then a short though projector. I'm sitting too far back. A short though projector, and it was awful. Awful. You didn't even pull up a starfield demonstration. Why do you advise the customer to pull a starfield demonstration? Why do you do that? Too much contrast. I think that's the problem. All right. Oh, wait. I forgot to show you. See? This is a 0.9 gain. This is what we test our black screens against. I like the screen. You know why? Because it's white. It's whiter than a white screen. 0.9 gain. That's quite a challenge, isn't it? Now, mind you, we test these all the time against the Black Novas. We test this against the new Inferno. Oh, that Inferno Black Nova. That stuff would crush everything you have. Everything. This stuff would crush everything you have. You see what that thing looks like on a 600 by 800 res projector? Some beautiful screen paint. White sheet of paper, not even certified. Go 0.9. Oh, man, it's a good day today, good day today. Oh, no, it's not a lot of coughing and stuff. Yeah, my lungs got better, a lot better. God is good. It's good, yes. Oh, it's so fantastic. This is why you don't go with white screens, people. It doesn't make a difference if your projector has a 22,000 to 1. You can't see it. I told you that. Not even with this product, you can't even see it. Not even with the product, not even with my mixes. My mixes. I'm actually going to make myself a label. My mixes. Well, I'm not going to give it a gain because there's no gain behind this stuff at all, period. House paint doesn't have a gain. All right. If it had a good gain, it would be able to pick up proper color, you know, something at least. Let's go switch out of here because guys are like, well, Ken, that's not fair because your screen's dark, trying to pull better contrast. Oh, answered your own question why your contrast sucks. That's why. That's why the contrast sucks, because the screen it doesn't have any contrast and it can't pick it up. That's why. Even if you have, some people feel that if they get a projector with a good amount of contrast ratio on it, they'll be able to change that. You're not changing jack at all. Better. You're not trying to change jack at all. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Now let's see if these two pieces of paper can turn, actually white screen, that screen can turn my screen so dark as Crow displays in its demonstrations, where the screen is completely unwatchable. Crow's screen paint being gray, and this being bone white. Now, am I ever going to see in my demonstrations that our product's going to be equal to a white screen and pulling up the same white levels? Virtually impossible. Not going to happen. Because on the white screens, whoa, wait. Let's go back there a minute. Let's put Crow's product up there too. Because he does make these claims that his product does the same thing a gunmetal can do, so let's see what happens. I remember seeing this video somewhere, I don't know why. All right, let's see. Do the exact same thing. You don't understand. It's the same thing. Now, with the gunmetal being as dark as it is, that's why we got the white sheets up there, because the white sheets are actually going to pull a higher white level than Crow's product. Because if Crow is telling you that his product pulls a white level equal to a white screen, he has lied to you. Nothing will pull a white level next to a white screen except for another white screen. That's it. Just like with contrast, nothing's going to pull a black level next to a black screen than another black screen. That's how it works. No magic in between. Crow wants you to believe that he has magic. Magic to be an idiot, but that's basically about it. Sorry to call you an idiot, man, but you kind of the things I watched some of the stuff that you don't even know that. Forget it. No, go into it. Learn to speak a little proper. Get yourself a dictionary. You're going to explain the logics and physics behind it all. Please educate yourself. Crack a book every once in a while, please. Oops, caught you. Or you're going to slip out already. You know better than that. Because we're having fun here. It's nothing. We're having fun here, people. You have to understand. We're having fun. I've done these demonstrations so many times, it's not even funny. I can sit here and relax. I'm so relaxed and comfortable up doing my demonstrations. There are times I've walked away from the camera to cook dinner or sweep and clean up around the house because I don't have to sit there and monitor my videos and afraid that something may pop up that I can't control. There we go. All right, should we do this again? All right. Interesting. I bet you when he showed off the demonstration, he missed the demo part where the screen comes up dark. Let's see what happens. Naysayers are leaving the room because they're upset because they don't want to see this part. It's going to be a bit of a train wreck for you. I'm sorry. But this is the truth, and this is how it really works in the real world of projection. There's no unicorns or fairies or any of that stuff, no magical rainbows and all that stuff. This is how it works. If your screen pulls up too high of a white level, that means that your contrast and colors drop dramatically. There's no such thing as a screen having the ability to be that light and to be able to pull the same color as a black screen or even contrast. Should we turn out some lights here to make it a little easier for the screen? Let's bring it back again. So tomorrow we get to take my mixes and we get to basically do them side by side on his products to see if there's any difference. And then we'll put them against the black screen and see them all react the exact same way. See, reds don't pull up, blues don't pull up. Let's see if they can turn the screen like a black spot in the middle of the screen. Wait, hold on for a minute. Let's pause this for a minute. There you go. So there's Crow's product right there. There is a 0.9 elite screen, and there's a white sheet of paper. This is on a gunmetal. See how pale his screen comes up? See how it washes out? It doesn't even get the shine in the dish. See that? Shine in the dish is not even there. Washed out. Yep. Now, when he does this demonstration, I'm pretty sure he's in the dark when he did it. And if I turn my lights out, I got enough light here and here pushing through. Let y'all stare at that for a minute. And that's not on a P1 or P2. That's a $150 SVGA projector standing behind me, 720p. No calibration. See how your colors are washing out? You need to calibrate your projector, Crow. Again. Now let's see if you can turn my screen dark like you tried to turn the Nova dark. Black Nova. Let's see if you can make your screen so dark you can't make out the image. Now see, the problem with Crow is, and I say it comes with a person who doesn't understand how things function, is that anytime you have a screen that's going to be slightly, my screen's going to be darker, I'm going to automatically pull a much lower white level, but not the way you perceive it. Now, if I take your product and I stick it against a white screen and I put on a snowstorm, your screen comes out dark too. It doesn't produce the same image as a white snowstorm on a white screen. And the UV mix comes out, I wouldn't even be talking about a screen turning black and not being able to pull an image, because the UV mix is absolutely horrible. It is, it's horrible. That's why he doesn't do any demonstrations of it against a white screen showing white levels, because you're never going to see that. All right, let's see here. Here. We'll do one more. It's another personal favorite of mine. We did this on a side-by-side Sony BPL FH36 that showed his video and my product at the same time. And on my side, we showed the same video with his product laying against our screen, including a 0.9 white screen laying against it. And in his video on the other side, we showed the black screen that was supposed to be our product. But the thing about it is we have your product here. Not only do we have your product here, but we have my mixes. Which tomorrow we're going to take my mixes and put them next to your mixes and see how close they come up. And see if my mixes can turn my screen dark. To see if your mixes can turn my screen dark. To see if your mixes and my mixes together can turn my screen dark. That's going to be fun. My mixes. How am I gonna do that label? I had that label gotta be special. Gotta be like something like my. I want someone points to me like my mixes. So I'm having fun. It's my day off. I got a right to have some fun. I don't take any of this seriously because we beat this stuff so many times it's not even funny. That's why I'm having fun here. We've done this too many times to count. I'm having fun. It's not something that I'm worried about. At the end of the day, it's not. I'm sorry. We've done this too many times. So we have done this. How many times have I gone on here and done the same demonstration over and over and over again? For some reason, he's got it in his head. He wakes up. I tell you, he's got groundhog syndrome. He wakes up the next day and he goes, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a demonstration. I'm going to take this black screen and say that's his screen. Go to sleep. We prove him wrong. Come again. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this black screen and say it's his screen. We prove him wrong again. We wake up again. I know what I'm going to do. Same thing. It's got groundhog syndrome. So let's see. My screen's not turning dark. None of that's happening. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Please, man. But I bet you my mixes are going to be to compete with your mixes now. My mixes. Boop. Boo-doo-boop-boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. The mixes. The mix. Break it down for the mix. I'm gonna give myself a real cookie name too. It's my mixes. I might call it DJ 45. My mixes. No. I'm gonna do DJ. Nah, that'd be wrong. I'm not gonna do that. That'd be wrong. All right, let's put some starlight in here. Let's see if any of the screens can basically pull that contrast. No, I'm not taking it seriously at all. We've done this too many times to count. Oh, let's do it this. Let's do Skyworth food demonstration. Let's do that for the last one. Because I'm gonna get ready to get chill and get something to eat. I think I already ate already, but I won't eat again. But he's not taking. I'm not taking this seriously. It's a joke. We beat a screen too many times. We've done this dozens and dozens of times. We beat his screen over and over and over again so many times. We've proved him wrong so many times. So at the end of the day, look, here's the bottom line. Gray mixes, at the end of the day, whether it be his mix or my mix, at the end of the day, they are never ever going to be able to go side by side the black technology. It's just not going to happen. For them to sit there and make accusations that the screens come up so dark that you can't even see the images, that's nonsense right there. That's just him spilling out whatever he can to make his product look good. At the end of the day, his product is old, it's a relic, and we've made this stuff 8 years ago. So it's old tech, it's not even called technology, it's just old paint. That's what it is. And I was able to take everyday paint that I had downstairs in my basement, bring it upstairs, and make several different forms of screen paint with it. And I'll show you tomorrow, live demonstration, that we'll put these paints side by side, roll them out, put them side by side to show you that they're all going to react the same way next to a black screen. And neither one of them are going to have the ability to turn my screen so dark you can't see it. Because like I said, those are gray mixes. That's a bone white screen right there. And even that's not turning my screen dark where you can't see it. That's just a white sheet of paper too. All right, you watch that. I'm done. I'm cleaning my kitchen up. The mixes. My mixes. My mixes. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, 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 mix. Ugh. Done. Yeah, so much for making my screen dark where you can't see it. Oh well. That's because my technology has amazing white levels, that's why. Panasonic 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Hey guys. We're going to do this last one, and then I'm going to go get something to eat. Again, we're going to do the Panasonic demonstration. This is a very, very light demonstration. We're going to take this, and the demonstration, we're going to see if the products can make my screen dark. So like I said, we have Crow's Personal Mix. We have an Elite screen with a 0.9 and a white sheet of paper. And to show you how dark my screen is, this is how dark my technology is. Just to show you how amazing the white levels are on our technology. Because the fellow by the name of Crow 1176 feels that he does these demonstrations where he tries to make our products seem like there's something that they're not. That's why we're doing the demonstration live. And that's why we're going a little bit farther than basically just having his product. But we have an Elite screen with a 0.9 white screen and a white sheet of paper to show you that other screens don't become dark. This is just as individuals try to basically taint our product because it all comes down to jealousy at the end. All right, people, we're done. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. We continued Thank you for your time. Happy 4th of July. Be safe. God bless.